Now, Tejal, this time I'm really very confused with everything. If you go and check my account, like Suparna Banerjee official. So initially, I couldn't work on my account because I was working full time. So last month of August, like this August, I resigned from my job and I started working on my account.
Okay.
All right. Side by side, what I was also doing, if you check, I have also created one more account. That was also at the time, like I was still working with my organization. That is Fluent English with Suparna. Right. So I have also started working and started implementing like whatever I could understand, could make out from whatever your course was. I started implementing there. And all of a sudden, I don't know, during this puja time, I got altogether maybe 53 followers altogether.
Okay.
In one night. I don't know how, and like my account was showing gradual growth, right? But
is
all of us
account or this one?
No, that English Wala account.
Okay.
And I have, and for this Suparna Banerjee official, like the account for social media marketing, I have as of now 108, I think. If you can check both the accounts, you'll be able to check the analytics and everything. Okay. So now what is happening, I am having one or two inbound leads for this SMM Wala, Suparna Banerjee official inbound leads. Okay. And for this English Wala account that I've already created, I'm getting more than like 20, 25 inbound DMs and all that want to take my classes and batches.
Yeah.
Now I'm absolutely confused at what to do, how to start, which one to focus on, like what would I be doing? Total lost.
Where is your interest lying? I would not say that, start both the things like that, because with FGA, with social media strategy, with client acquisition, getting leads, the program applies to both your businesses, because one you're coaching, like as an we get fluent with Suparna, be fluent with Suparna account, and in one you'll be providing services. So the program applies to both, but I would still not recommend that, you do both together, because you are going to start with by start, I mean, get into full flow. Since you recently quit, now you have the time also that you wanted to invest. So where does your heart lie right now? Leave about the leads. Where does it lie? Is it in the English account, or do you want to first start with social media? You can eventually, in the long run, do both. But for the first 3 months, I would say focus on one. Get it up, get it running. Let's see where you are at the end of the 3 months that you've put in. And then based on that, we craft your strategy from there. Okay. But right now, where is your interest?
I am not being able to figure out actually whether I'm interested in this or in this SMM, because I find I'm very much interested in this SMM wala thing also. I like implementing, I like listening to your courses, your modules, and then start slowly and gradually, like whatever I'm trying to make out, I'm trying to implement. But to be very honest, if I see it from the monetary point of view, like last recording I was also watching, I was like very much inspired with what Preksha was doing, like earning more than 1 lakh through this SMM services just with 4 or 5 clients. So but I find it very difficult, like if I'm doing only with the English course, like I'm also not looking at 1 lakh, I'm looking at 50,000 per month, but still I find it, if I just do it English courses, like how much would I be charging per hour? And each student, because it would be 1:1 classes, how much can I charge? And then like where will I be reaching, like how much amount, like
no, but with the charges, I'm not mentioning them here because you need to do some research with within your industry, because I can guide you in terms of charging as an SMM or as a freelancer, even as a copywriter or other terms or other niches. But English is a different one. So you have to do some competitor research to know what is there in the market and what kind of coaching are you providing. So you said you'll be providing 101 coaching, like, and that too, like not in person, like online.
Online, 1:1 coaching. Yeah.
And is this spoken English? Is this grammatical?
Spoken, no, spoken English, not grammar.
Okay. And do you want to do it in just the 101 way, or to?
That is also, I'm also not confused. Like I can do it like 2 per people in 1 hour, or 1:1, like.
Okay. And what will be the model? Like, have you done some research in terms of going through other English?
So that I have, that I know, because I'm a certified like English spoken like communication teacher. So that I know, like what I would be teaching them, what I would be giving them, like in regard to speaking, listening, everything.
Yeah, no, that is of course something you know. I just was asking whether what is the format of that? Like it's 1 hour, 3 days a week.
1 hour, 3 days a week, like every alternate, like maybe Monday, Wednesday, Thursday,
and do you know how is it charged? Like what is the average price in the industry for the same?
Yes, I was thinking like my price is like 3,800 per month
Okay.
for 12 classes.
Okay. And this is like monthly you'll be doing batches?
Mhm.
Or is it like if it's a 3-month program, but they can pay in monthly, but they have to sign up for the 3, be somewhere
Yes,
expert.
this is what I was thinking, like minimum 3 months program, because otherwise it won't help. Like taking 1 month program, how will they benefit?
Okay, okay. And your goal is, overall your goal is 50,000 a month.
Yeah, minimum to start off with.
But to go there, like to start off, as in it cannot be again instantaneous. I would say since you're starting this from scratch, you can grow gradually in a way. Like by gradually, you can maybe start with 30K a month, then a 40K a month, then a 50K a month, and then consistently be at 50K, because you'll have to have the number also sorted. It cannot be that you can take endless number of students. There's a cap there. And that is, it's a monthly thing. So with this, like if this model is what you go ahead with, 3,800, I'm just taking off. Although I was good at math, I'm still going to use a calculator just to be sure. So 3,800, if you're doing for 12 classes, it's approximately $300 per class session. But it's like overall in a group only it will matter. It's not that someone can take one class and it will matter to them. It won't. 12 classes per month, and by default when you sign anyone, it's for 3 months. So it's 3,800
per month.
Okay. And to meet this goal, you need at least 13 students.
13 students.
Yeah, that's what it's showing to me, I think. Approximately 4, if you take it as a 4K thing, then it's 12.5. It's 13 students. That's doable, I think, per month. Or am I doing something wrong here?
No, I'm telling you, per day, 1 hour for each student, right? Yeah. So if I invest 6 hours, like 6 students per day, right?
Per alternate can go like that.
So 6. Like Monday 6, again the same 6 on Wednesday, again the same 6 on Friday, and again Tuesday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday 6. So total 12 students I can take. So how much is it coming with 12 students? 12 into 3,800.
Yeah, that is 45 grand. You're already at 45 grand. So you can start here, start with 12 students, and then you can figure out ways of scaling this, because once you've worked with 12 students also, you'll have results. Like if you go via this thing, then you'll have results by working with these 12 students. Then you can come up with 2 arrangements. One can be a batch arrangement, and one can be 101. In that, the 101 can be even more expensive. The batch can be even more reduced. So batch pricing, maybe if this is 4,000, your 101 then can be priced at say 5,000. For example, because you would have worked. So after, this is something I'm saying, after you do the first 3 months, your first 3 months can be 45, 45, 45. That's still closer to your goal, and a good like if you're able to maintain it consistently, it's a good place to be, because we mostly think about growth in business, but there are 2 phases to every business, irrespective of whether it's social media business or this business. It's basically a growth phase, then a maintenance phase, then a growth phase, then a maintenance phase. Because if it's only growth, there are high chances that there'll be more dips. So that's how this works. So if you're able to do this, you first do 12 students per month for 3 months, like initially. After that, you'll get results, and then you can do like 1 batch, which is again, 1 batch has, even if it has 10 students, like it's an intimate batch, not more than 10 students. You can run 2 such batches. That will give you 20 students already. And that you can possibly charge, maybe if this is 5K, that can be 3,500 or 3K. This is something we'll have to come up with, this pricing, after you have started running these batches. But I'm just stating as an idea. So then 20 into 3K is 60K from these 2 batches itself. And on top of that, even if you do like 3 students for this, it's add on 15K. So you're at 75K. After the first 3 months, you can go in with that.
Understood. Yeah.
From 45 to 75. Slowly, if you want to do more of this number also, like say at 5K, you do, instead of 3, you do 5 students. Then you'll be at 25 from here. So you'll be at 85 total. But this is like, you can go gradual. You can eventually increase this batch also more, like 3K. Maybe you do 3 such batches, 10 students each. So 30 students here. And then if you want, you can do this, but you cannot also, because from, sorry, 90K. 3,000 into 30 is 90. So 90, even if you do 2-3 people like that, you'll be crossing 1 lakh. So it's not something that is not possible, because with your 101 only, of course, there's a limit to the number of students you can cater. But once you've run that, you know what works, you know how it works, because you're already a spoken English certified teacher. So that is something, you know, your craft you already know, but it's just the format, the kind of results you will get for the first 3 months for these 12 students. You will be able to set up this more effectively, and the charges can even be more than this. So that is something we can discover then. This is possible. This is definitely something that's doable, and not something that is not like, it's not a far-fetched dream. It's totally possible.
Okay. And would you just check once my both the accounts, please?
Yeah, no, but I was saying, if you want to go in with the other one also, in that you can go with the size 15-20K to begin with. And eventually, I think even if you do 20K average, serving 5 clients per month, you will make 1 lakh. That is something you can work with in first quarter. After your first quarter, like with this arrangement, you can gradually increase your prices even more. So by servicing lesser clients also at a higher ticket size, you'll be able to hit that 1 lakh.
This is what you're talking about, S&M services.
Yeah, in SMM, it can go. But it's more about what fuels you. You can totally add the other thing later. After the first 3 or 6 months, it's fine. But what is, sorry, what is important right now is, of course, to start getting cash injection by doing something you're more inclined towards right now. So you pick that, and because if I recommend you go both ways, then what will happen is your focus will get diverted, and you'll not be able to get as quicker results in any one of them. Okay. If you are focused on one domain totally, for at least 3 months, then of course we can have this discussion again by the end of this year in December, where we are at and what do we want to do. Then also we can decide whether we want to continue with one domain that you're already doing or add another one then. If we are good with scaling, let's scale the first one fully before you get started with the other one. Okay. Because your prep, your work, everything would depend on that. Cool. So you can take a screenshot.
Yeah, understood.
Just to have. Yeah. But other than that, it's totally possible. Don't worry about it.
Tejal, just share the screen once again. I need to take this.
Yeah. Otherwise, you will have the recording, but you can take it right now if you want. Because it's sometimes that we don't see it in this way. It's like when it's all the more doable. And all the numbers I've taken with the minima. I've taken this 3K here, not the 3,500 or the 4K that was possible. Even with the minima, you reduce it to this for the batch, it still will make you 60K directly.
Yeah.
And on like 10 people batch is still an intimate batch. When it goes to 20, 25, it gets further. So with intimate batches, you can charge relatively higher also. By that, and 3.5 and later on 4K as well. It's just about your quality, your testimonials, the kind of results that you will be getting, which will start compounding and showcasing.